If I was going to think of anything that I would really like, besides, the interpersonal living from true awareness, if I was going to think of something I'd like to be able to accomplish on an external basis, something that would influence or help mankind, besides the inner path, which would be dependent upon the inner path as well, but on the external part of it, I would like to be able to share this experience in a way that would not only would people understand, but it would free their minds. Like when you listen to it, listen to some teachers and so on, and you can listen for so long. I think that's probably going to be the case with anyone, no matter what. But you listen for so long, and you can feel your mind starting to grab onto different parts of that, what they're saying, and it becomes a cluttered room, too hard to walk around in after a little bit. There's so much. Some are faster than others. Sometimes when they say things, it leads your mind to patterns and ideas and concepts that you've learned throughout your life very quickly, and before you know it, you're grabbing all these things and you're creating a story, you're creating something in your mind, and it just starts to fill that room up. But what if you were able to speak and it emptied the room, it tore down the walls, and it made a person feel, in other words, if they were to follow it, they would lose their mind, so to speak, lose their thought, and expand into all things to feel and experience and become part of everything. That would be my ideal. Now, if I keep talking right now, I might just start filling up the room because I have my own stuff, and there's things that'll come out just by the way I talk and so on. But why not? I got a few minutes. Hopefully I don't I don't fill the room up too much. But I think going into death, so to speak, I go back to death a lot, mortality. Because it is, for me, one of my very greatest teachers. Because I've been on the verge of death, not near death like people who actually physically die. But I've been in that position just before that, where the realization of the importance of things becomes very apparent. And all of a sudden, nothing that was important is important anymore. Nothing. As a matter of fact, the whole concept of importance just blasts into oblivion. And the only thing I can think of that would free, from my experience, free a person from that point, the only thing that I've experienced that I could experience in that moment is the freeing of that. In other words, the experience of being integrated with everything that is. As I've experienced being integrated with the trees, the plants, the flowers, the sweet little dog, or other people, lumber, rock. As I become one with that, I feel the spirit of it, each item. Feel the spirit of everything around me, and then it just there's nothing that would die. So in the moment of death, there would be no death. And it's not a conceptual thing I'm saying. This is not something that I've thought through. It's something I've experienced. Because I've experienced that point of death, just prior to death. And then I've also experienced what it's like to be integrated in thought and feeling and whole beingness with everything around me. And as I've experienced that, I've been able to feel that there's no death. I've been able to feel that passage from one point to the other that I've experienced before, without a wall, without resistance, without pain. The mind is completely at peace and ease in this state. I mean, I know with Eckhart we work hard at freeing our, understanding the place of our mind versus everything else, our ego. But experiencing true integration with everything, the mind is automatically freed. Experiencing the true being within, which Eckhart does talk about a lot as well. It is important. I'm not sure yet how it ties together. Because true integration with all things, that's why I came up with the phrase self-expanded. It's probably not the best description. So I just got a phone call, so that may have interrupted, I don't know, but so that was basically it, is that our minds are naturally freed by feeling integrated and expanded completely as part of everything that's around. So there it is.